prepare early. Like if you are graduating, in December, try to prepare a couple of semesters before earlier. Try to know the market and try to know like what is your ideal position or what is your ideal, experience. What do you want to do after graduation? That will.
So, Anmol, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. It's really good to be here in Dallas. This place is amazing, and great.
Yeah, and it's finally good to see and meet you in person after knowing each other for a good amount of time. Like, how was your life as an international student? Was it struggling? What were the good parts? What were the difficult parts? If you can share some of those.
My average was always 15 credits to 16 credits every semester. So that was a little bit harder while maintaining your, the regular life also. So that was something tough that I really, not me, but everybody have to face. That was something. And, financially also you have to think about what will be your plans for the next semester. You have to think a lot, and that is something that you really need to work hard to manage.
Right. It made you more independent as a person.
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah. I think I had the similar kind of growth as well. Big difference when I came from Bangladesh to here. I was like, I had to handle most of the things alone.
Right.
So that definitely gives you a sense of maturity and independence, which is
very true.
Yeah. When did it dawn to you first that were you interested in an industry career in US, and when did you actually start thinking about this? Because when usually students are in the school, they're so busy with the school pressure, they're not thinking that, when after I graduate, I'm an F1 student, I have to really navigate the job market. So when did you start doing the whole process?
So when I was at my senior year, so it's a semester before graduation.
Okay.
That's the point where I was thinking, I'm going to graduate next semester, so I need to think what I'm going to do. And that's what the point where I realized that, I need to prepare for my job search. So to do a job search, we have to have, a proper portfolio where you work on projects and internship. And we realized I didn't have internship experience. That's the point. Semester before graduation at university was the point where I realized I need to ramp up my experience.
Now that you have it has, you said, within 5 or 6 months, around 5 or 6 months. How is it looking back? How was your overall algorithm experience?
So it's after you graduate or while you are graduating, so you get experience with the real world projects that help to understand what is going in the market. That is one thing.
Right.
And meanwhile, parallelly, you go with professional, growth. Not just learning to how to code will gonna help you to succeed or to get a job in the market. You need to communicate with the team or communicate with with the company. So communication is very important, and that thing is also emphasized in algorithm and very usually. Professional growth, communication has been really important, and support from mentors is, if I am stuck with any problems, any mentor which you are dealing with, which project you are working on, one of the mentor will surely help you. So that is very good thing.
Overall, algorithm is eventually still a learning community, meaning that you go and you're learning from the mentors and the other students. How do you say it's learning experience as an online, because eventually we are meeting offline right now, but eventually most of your experiences has been still online.
Online, yes.
How did you find it different from the offline experiences? For example, you went to Texas Tech, which is a offline university. How did you find it different?
Sure. In algorithm, what we do, what normally we do is we interact with our peers. And also mentors also, and the most important thing is in Zoom call, we are having, we normally use Zoom call in algorithm, so we always turn on our camera, so that is something very, something that makes, let's say if I'm not focusing on, one of them will be, watching you, and then let's say if somebody gives a joke, I know I can see that somebody's laughing, But if somebody is not turning on camera, if I'm also saying joke, nobody is laughing, cannot see laughing, right? So it makes turning on cameras and videos on Zoom interviews, on Zoom calls or classes is really helped to make the closeness, like on site.
What are the struggles you are facing specifically in the job hunt process? How was your experience? I mean, you have a job now, like you're starting literally tomorrow. So, like, congrats on that. Thank you. Best wishes. But how was this? Like, how long have you been in the job market?
So, so I had like an internship with Algorithm. So after internship, so I started looking for job, actively applying for job after in the middle of August. So it took me about it's November, so October. September. So maybe 2.5 to 3 months. I was looking for a job. It was, sometimes, like it's a long process. So looking for a job, like looking for a perfect role is one thing. Applying is one thing, and then the other is like getting response. So we barely got response, positive response. The ratio are very low. But and then also. After getting the response, screening calls, phone screening calls went well. But then the one challenging what helped, one of the biggest challenge was getting for the second interview was the challenge. So I get the screening calls, but getting the second, like maybe a technical interview or maybe a coding interview was a challenge while I was applying for my job. So. Meanwhile, but also I keep up my spirit, and then I just keep applying, and so it went well.
No, I think you came a long way. So coming on this, like starting from graduation to landing a job, what are the things you think that like functionally, especially on the job landing field side, Algorithm helped you with? What are the things you think? Let's say the top 3 things. You thought Algorithm was helpful for you.
So one thing is communication. So it's like you talk with everybody while in Algorithm, while you are meeting or any and we got to know so many. I find the importance of communication and networking. We met so many other people in Algorithm, like the guest speakers, and like all those interviews or the sessions give values of the importance of communication, networking. That thing is, and one is professional experience, like also give me a little bit exposure of the market, like how it works, what are we doing, and how it should be, giving, like the professional experience also was one thing. Yes, also, helping, like everybody is so helpful, like if I get in problem and, like somebody will come in to help me, that is, helpfulness. So it's also very important, and that helped me in throughout my journey at Algorithm.
Anmol, for students who are international students, anyone, do you have any advice for them for this navigating this part of the life, or in general? I mean, you have you've gone through the study, landed a job. You obviously will have more experiences in the future. But until now, did you want to share any advice or any wisdom for any international students who are listening or viewing?
So like international students, everybody are working so hard, and it's a part of study. You study also, like graduation, upon graduation, like all of them, I think everybody has the same pathway. But I would like to say, like, prepare early. Like if you are graduating, in December, try to prepare a couple of semesters before earlier. Try to know the market and try to know like what is your ideal position or what is your ideal, experience. What do you want to do after graduation? That will help you to prepare for the jobs, and try to communicate. Try to reach out, in LinkedIn or networking platform. If you know a recruiter or if you know a person, anybody who can help you to, referral for any, input, like the job, that would be very helpful. So I would like to say, try to network, with, and try to know your ideal position is one thing. And keep working on projects. Working on projects is also very important. Like if you don't have project experience, that is also gonna hurt you, because if you don't have communication, that is also gonna hurt you. If you don't have professional experience, it's going to hurt you. So you have to have both.
Both. What is in for your future, near future? What's the plan? Like what kind of career wise or professionally, how are you thinking of growing? What are you thinking now? What is your immediate ambition?
So okay, right now, I have a job right now. I'm studying tomorrow, but it's just starting. Getting a job is just a start. So I have a long journey. So I don't know much, but I need to learn. That is very important. You learn every time. So at the moment, I'll be working in a company, where I would like to know more about it, and how can I give value for that company. That is main priority at the moment. And in the long term, I'll be get experience. What I really love to do is some kind of programming also, and also I'd like to step up as a leading leadership positions also. I like to give my best to if I'm tasked anything, I would like to give best. That is my main motto. So yeah,
and you'll do great wherever you go if you are following that motto, and if you are thinking of giving back to any system, it will definitely make you a leader automatically. So I'm sure you'll do good. And I just wanted to wish you a best of luck. It's such a great day to have a conversation.
Absolutely.
And thanks for everything. Thanks for your time.
Yep. Thank you very much.